Welcome to Motorize.de, your go-to source for new and used parts. Today we're taking a closer look at a charming newcomer from Japan, the Kawasaki W230. It brings the soul of the big W models into a compact package, blending classic style with modern dependability. We'll cover strengths, weaknesses, and the big question, who is this bike really for? We'll ride it in everyday conditions, look beneath the surface, and finish with a clear recommendation. One detail that jumps out right away, the stamped metal emblem on the teardrop tank, a lovely nod to earlier W generations. And because looks aren't everything, we'll also test throttle response, brakes, and ergonomics. So visor down, volume up. The little W shows just how much character can fit into 233cc. Heritage and evolution. The W230 carries a long lineage forward, from the Meguro W1 of the 60s through the W650 and W800 to today. The recipe stays the same. An honest single cylinder in a steel frame, spoked wheels, classic running gear, now more compact and everyday friendly. To step into the lightweight retro class, Kawasaki takes the proven KLX 230 engine, tunes it for strong low-end torque, and wraps it in a design that instantly says W. Interestingly, Japan also gets the Meguro S1 in parallel. The powertrain and frame are identical, the finish is more upscale. That places the W between the W175 and the big W800, while keeping the upright riding stance and that gentle thrum. A signature touch, the slim teardrop tank with real knee pads, echoing the silhouette of its legendary forebears and improving knee grip. Technical highlights. At its heart beats an air-cooled 33cc single with an overhead cam and fuel injection. In the W230, it puts out around 14 kilowatts and 19 newton-meters, sent through a neatly spaced 5-speed gearbox. The chassis stays classic, a steel double cradle frame, a conventional telescopic fork up front, and twin rear shocks with adjustable preload. There's an 18-inch spoked wheel at the front and a 17-inch at the rear, true to the look and agile in everyday riding. Braking is via a front disc with ABS, while a rear drum keeps things visually authentic and mechanically dependable. Seat height is a comfortably low 780 millimeters or so. In keeping with the theme, instrumentation is pared back, an analog speedometer with a small LCD for the trip meter. Practical too, valve clearances are adjusted the traditional way, with a screw and lock nut, cutting maintenance effort and cost and making home garage servicing easy. Design and ergonomics. The W230 wears its influences on its sleeve, a teardrop tank with knee pads, slim side covers, a round headlight, and a chrome pea-shooter exhaust sketch, a timeless silhouette. The proportions are spot on. Thanks to the narrow tank and a full-length tuck-and-roll bench seat, you immediately feel at one with the bike. A wide, slightly swept handlebar, mid-mounted pegs, and the low seat height put riders of all sizes at ease. Nice touch on the SE variant. Fork gaiters come standard, good for looks and function. The instruments stay analog with a small LCD window for trip meter and clock, and the round headlight sits in a classic shell. Spoked wheels with polished spokes complete the picture. In short, it's that pared-back, honest look that defines the W character. No gimmicks, with a focus on stance, feel, and well-judged details. Ride and everyday use. In the saddle, the W230 shows what it's built for. City streets, suburbs, and small country roads. The single cylinder serves up torque down low, throttle response is smooth, and the short gearing makes traffic light getaways effortless. An 18-inch front and 17-inch rear wheels settle the bike as you tip in, while the narrow tires let it thread through traffic with ease. The seat is slim but long enough for short two-up stints, and a generous steering lock plus tight turning circle help in alleys and parking garages. Up front, the ABS-equipped disc sheds speed cleanly. At the rear, a drum lends a hand, easy to modulate and deliberately old school. Practical touches for daily life include bolted-on passenger grab handles that double as tie-down points and factory provisions for a rear luggage rack. The result is refreshingly unpretentious. Fire it up, roll away, enjoy. No stress, with an extra dose of mechanical charm. Strengths and highlights. The little W shines for its approachability and style. Its torque-rich single-cylinder pulls hard from down low, yet stays smooth and frugal. The chassis inspires instant confidence. An upright seating position, neutral steering, and willing turn-in, perfect for beginners and laid-back veterans alike. The looks are more than window dressing. Knee pads, a chromed pea shooter, and spoked wheels aren't a retro costume, but finely executed details. Everyday bonus points, a low seat height and slim midsection that make balancing at the lights and maneuvering a breeze. The analog dash with a small LCD window keeps distractions to a minimum, and the switchgear feels quality. Nice extra, the SE variant adds two-tone paint and fork gaiters, and if you want it even more classic, you can get it straight from the factory. Bottom line, honest mechanics, friendly handling, and real character. Weaknesses and typical issues. Retro comes at a price. Hold a steady speed above about 95 km/h, 59 mph, and vibrations build. The mirrors soon go blurry. The brakes are deliberately old school. Disc with ABS up front, drum at the rear. In the wet or on long descents, the rear can be prone to brake fade. The suspension is basic, a non-adjustable telescopic fork and twin shocks with preload only. Add a passenger in rough pavement and it reaches its limits. Long-distance comfort? The narrow seat gets tiring after 80 to 100 meters, 50 to 60 miles. In high summer, you'll also feel engine heat on your calves. Upkeep. Bare spokes and the chromed exhaust need attention. Neglect them and surface rust shows up quickly. The minimalist instruments give you neither a tachometer nor a gear indicator. Practical tip: regularly check the rear drum for lining wear and proper adjustment so braking remains predictable and easy to modulate. Accessories and personalization. The W230 invites refinement without losing its character. Straight from the factory, you can spec a sturdy rear rack, side mounts for soft bags, a lower seat, and higher round mirrors. Purists will love the solo seat and standard on the SE, classic fork gaiters. Mechanical upgrades that pay off include stainless braided lines for the front brake, and if you want to stay street legal, an approved slip-on matched to the fuel injection. Commuters will appreciate a discreet fly screen and a USB power socket retrofittable via the accessory harness. Easy on the eyes and the knees, extra bolt-on tank knee grips. The subframe has integrated threaded mounts, making rack installation a breeze. You can also fine-tune the final drive gearing via the front and rear sprockets. Just keep it homologation compliant. That way, the W230 stays true to its style while wearing your signature. Market value and buying checklist. The W230 launched in Japan in 2023, and for now remains a domestic-only model. Being under 250 cc, it's exempt from Japan's periodic Shaken inspections, which keeps local demand high. Gray imports are scarce and values are firm. Highlights: a tough, fuel-injected single, screw and lock nut valve adjusters, a steel frame, and spoked wheels. When buying, look for a stock exhaust. Japan's noise limits are strict. Wheels that run true, intact spokes, a properly adjusted rear drum brake, and a complete service history. Many engine wear parts are shared with the KLX230. Good news for parts availability. Versus alternatives like Honda's GB350, the W230 is lighter and keener to rev, but less relaxed on long highway stints. Pricing-wise, clean bikes sit close to list price MSRP. Accessory bundles and SE trim push the numbers up. Verdict and buying advice. If you're after classic ride feel with modern day-to-day usability, the W230 will put a smile on your face. It's light on its feet, responds smoothly to the throttle, stops confidently with ABS up front, and its low seat height keeps things calm and relaxed. Its limits show at higher cruising speeds, in the suspension's modest reserves, and with the drum brake out back, highway hunters and the sport crowd are better off with heavier alternatives. The charm is in the simplicity. Screw and lock nut valve adjustment, an analog dash with a small LCD window, spoked wheels, and a chrome pea shooter. Our tip: take a test ride. Pay attention to seat height, to vibrations above city speeds, and to how the rear brake can be modulated. If the steady thump of a single, the upright riding position, and honest mechanicals speak to you, this little W is a well-sorted companion, stylish, reliable, and easy to live with.